Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. I almost made out with the microphone. Whoops, my bad. We're close, but we're not like that, alright? Good morning. How is the you? I do mean that genuinely. Please answer that in the comments below if you listen to this show according to my metrics, which I don't check. The metrics that I do check are the ones where I am checking out to make sure that I haven't gotten a copyright on my page, and I look at the view count. I average like 10 to 20 views so far-ish. I guess it doesn't really count if it's not within the 24 hours. I don't know. I'm not a metrics person. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people doing people things, people conversating, people existing as people and not soulless machines. I had meant to record 2 hours earlier, and I had some idea of what I was going to talk about for the next 20 to 50 hours. But alas, I have nothing, because drywall people came today and repaired everything, and the cats were freaking out. They're currently sleeping now as if nothing happened, but they were upset. I was upset. The wall was upset because it needed to be repaired. And yes, I just personified a non-animate object. An inanimate object. I can English, I promise. Oh look, I found a remote to fidget with. I really need to stop. Or use the cube I was gifted. Fidget cube. Do not stare at my fidget, Dju of the DJs. Demon Jr. I don't know what your last name is, because it ain't mine. It ain't my last name. I claim none of you. And I don't know if your pet parent does the whole last name thing when it comes to animal pets. So you have DJ, the no last name cat, and Storm, no last name. Storm, the gray one, no last name. DJ, the Demon Jr., no last name. I'm bad at naming things. That's kind of a lie. No, I think I'm bad at naming things. Even if I can name things, I think I'm bad at it. The amount of brain power it takes for me to name things, I should have used to write something else. Or do something else. Stop staring at me. It's creepy. I'll just stare at the camera. Make eye contact that's unblinking. Unbothered eye contact. Unfiltered. Unbreaking. Non-breaking. Something eye contact. No break. Eye contact. Just. Hi. Yesterday I had a somewhat successful Minecraft Monday stream, and I mean somewhat successful by way of I didn't mine anything. I collected trees. I got chased by a potato monster. That was nice. Still dealing with the trauma from being chased by a monster in Minecraft. It's not actually that serious, but it was weird. I hate and love the way the mechanics work on the potato or poison potato mod, which I think is free. And if it's not, I'm sorry. I don't know how I got it. The other thing I'm fidgeting with. Cheers. If you're drinking something, by the way. I'm going to be quite honest. I don't really want to talk today about anything. I'd rather just go write in my journal and write the poem letter entry and scream into a pillow, because a lot of things I thought were going to happen didn't happen, and they're not going to happen. And I was excited for some of those things, and I don't know how to process those things in real time, and it's kind of distracting me from having actual cohesive brain thoughts in order to have this podcast episode. So today's gonna be just a casual conversation of me rambling about nonsense. Total nonsense. I hope you don't mind the nonsense, because usually, I mean, everything I do is nonsense. But, like, today's a special kind of nonsense. It's unscripted. There are no notes. I have no talking points. I'm all alone out here drifting across the sea. And also, because I've branded this apparently a few times on accident, I'm not sponsored or endorsed or supported. The only supports I have are you currently listening to this and myself. And I'm not a very good support for myself. I've been working on that this last year. Am I a better support than I was 2023 and 2024 and even 2022 and 2021? Yes. But damn, do I still see where I'm fucking up all the time. I have a couple of drumsticks and a practice pad. And now I need someone, probably myself, to sit in front of me, so probably a mirror, and to play a video, so probably I have to put on a YouTube video, and learn how to drum. I've looked up several different things on what the first few things a drummer or a practicing drummer or a learning drummer should learn, and let's just say that you know, I haven't practiced. Things have been a little busy lately. And paradiddles. I need to learn paradiddles. The left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I don't think that was actually a paradiddle, and if it was, then that's impressive to myself. Do not be impressed. I am impressed to myself. That made no sense whatsoever. It's not supposed to. And actually, that's an interesting talking point right there. Experience as a human being. Sorry, this is about to get really philosophical. Experience as a human being. Everyone has a different one, right? Even if we have similar or shared experiences, our perceptions amongst the shared experience is different, isn't it? So, like, while I'm here absolutely hating the 7 minutes I've been talking nonstop, blah, 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 you have probably been entertained. While I want to hit end recording and go bury my head in some sand, you're probably like, wait a minute, I have like another 10 minutes. Keep talking. I'm bored. I don't know what your experience is. You barely know what mine is. The only way we can tell our experiences is by sharing through verbal verbs. Sharing with verbs. I can English, I promise. I can English. I'm awake. I'm awake, and I have thoughts, and I can English, and this is totally going to go okay. I have 2 guests scheduled, by the way. I'm not telling you when. I might tell you when if you ask nicely. I might tell you when if you ask nicely in the comments. See what I did there? Is this thing on? Can you guys hear me? When I say I want comments and like likes and shares and like emails, can you can hear me, right? Right? Okay, just making sure. If you don't amuse yourself, how can you amuse anyone else? Or if you amuse yourself, you might just be clinically insane, which, by the way, I am. I am not actually clinically insane. I haven't been told that by a psychiatrist or a doctor or a psychologist or a therapist, despite a lot of evidence to myself telling me that I probably should be. But that might just feed a different delusion. Delusions of insanity. Ooh, delusions of insanity. That'd be an interesting type of poem thingy to write or do. New poem challenge time, except it's self-inflicted. Sorry, Unsealed. I have a different challenge to work on right now. I'm kidding. I'm actually gonna definitely be working on that one after this episode, after I do 400 million dishes that no one else but me does. Sorry, slightly bitter. Just a little bitter. It's a mood. Ooh, another talking point. So I know I am on here sometimes trying to talk about positivity and do good things and love your neighbor and blah, blah, blah. I also am on here talking about the human condition in its full. Yes, we do want to be focusing on positivity and what we can learn and how we can help each other, right? Of course, that just makes sense. But life isn't always that way, is it? Sometimes there are such things as growing pains, and I will scream it from the fucking rooftops. I will scream it from the fucking rooftops. That as much as tragedy and trauma and terrible, awful, no good, evil, terrible things are, they are also a weird little blessing. People tell me all the time, wow, for everything you've been through, you're so kind and so loving and you have so much like hope and light in the world. What else am I supposed to be? Like, that's the question I want to ask them. And instead I'm just like, thank you. I don't believe what you're saying, but thank you. What else am I supposed to be? I tried the bitter thing for a little bit when I was growing up. I tried the begging and the pleading for God to help me. I tried the everything, and yet, at the end of the day, you know what my answer was to all of that? Be the good you want to see in the world. Because there is absolute evil in the world. Be the good you want to see. Be the person you want to see. Become the person you want to see in the world, because if you can't do it, who will? If you can't think of the idea, if you can think of the idea, if you can conjure up what a good person is to you, what a kind and loving and not monstrous, evil piece of shit is. If you can conjure up in your own head what that looks like to you, brilliant. Go do that. I didn't learn what rape and drugs and addiction and abuse and trauma was at 5-6 years old, if not younger than that, to fall into those patterns myself, no matter how tempting some things are. I didn't watch my mother figure get beat within an inch of her life at 4 or 5 years old. For me to want to do the same things or allow other people to do the same things. Be the good you want to see. Become the good you want to see. And that's why it really freaking bothers me so much when people are always like, Mars, you're so awesome. No, I'm not. I'm just myself. Thank you, though, I guess. Stop calling me awesome. You're awesome. I tried the bitter thing. I tried the hating life thing. I tried the screaming at God saying, oh, why me? that got me nowhere. That kept me stuck. Stuck in my story. Stuck in the story that I didn't want to keep repeating. I completely forgot my other points. I forgot what even started me on this conversation. I don't know anything at all. I'm just floating through space and time. This is warm now. It's hard to drink when they're warm. Torture. So, here is your motivation. Because I haven't done a TikTok motivation yet. I've tried. But, the first TikTok I did got drafted and then deleted somehow. The second TikTok I did, I drafted and didn't post because I hated it. The third one I did, we have visitors. Please be for another apartment. Please be for another apartment. Please be for another apartment. I think those were steps walking away. I will probably post a TikTok after this. Like, I want to. Gotta stay consistent. Feed the machine. Hey, you. Feed the machine. Bring them all back down to their knees. No time to waste. Remind the slaves that they ain't gonna make it out alive today. I said, hey, you. Poison the well. Watch it all burn. Take 'em straight to hell. He's got the whole world in his hand. It was nice to know you. Don't worry about that. As a matter of fact, pretend you didn't see that. As a matter of fact, stop listening to this episode right now. Go away. Bye. In the background, I can hear my laptop struggling for life as I hear its fans attempting to cool it down while recording. DJ is licking her fur. I can hear the freeway traffic, the low hum of engines and tires in an airplane. But that's nothing new. I hear airplanes all the time. I live near an airport. Close enough to an airport that I'm in their flight path. Stormy, the kitty cat. I have too much on my mind. It is clouding my judgment at the moment. My next dance class is tomorrow. I am excited. I had thought about getting video or photo of some of the lessons, but let me learn how to not make myself look like a goddamn idiot. And I say that out loud. And the video that made me go viral back in 2018 was a dancing video of a draft upload. Which, you know what? One fucking moment. One gosh dang fucking moment. Because I just realized that video is available to be seen. You can see it. and we are gonna watch it together. I am just looking it up right now, going to that page. Videos, popular, you're gonna be popular. Watch video, photosensitive. How is that a photosensitive video? Whatever. Oh god, it is this one, and I have found it, and I kind of wonder why. Oh, that's why I can't see comments, because it's for friends only, even though there are 300 or 155 of them. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Sigh. Just for the record, small story time before I share this video. I hate this video. I hate what it stands for. I hate what it exists. I hate it entirely. And as a matter of fact, it was not available to the public or even my friends after it reached a certain amount of views and comments. I hid that shit on private. And then one day, after coming back and being like, how did I get these many followers? Oh yeah, that video. So I was like, I don't really want to bring it back and invite people back in to do what the internet does best. And I was like, but I don't want to delete it, and I don't want it to be non-existent. So friends only friends get to see it, and you, because you are a friend. This is the video that made me go viral. Sigh. Also, I can't stand that song anymore. Thank you. Viral TikTok video. 155 comments. People were stitching it and duetting it. Some people were very mean about their stitches and duets, and I got a lot of amusement out of it. But here's the fucking thing that I also hate about the internet. All right? It is not the internet's job to hold your feelings for you. It's your job to control your emotions and your reactions, right? We've been through this if we've been down the healing avenue. However, what the heck? It pays absolutely nothing to not only be mean, but also to be kind. Just be kind. It costs nothing. It also costs nothing to be mean. But bro, I can't stand humans sometimes. I can't stand myself most of the time. I was able to laugh a lot of the meanness off because I had gotten to a point where being bullied, after being bullied for so fucking long, didn't hurt me or really affect me. But here's the thing, and this is what I'm trying to say. I'm still a human being, and even though I'm at a point where bullying like that really doesn't bother me, I still am a human being. Just because I can control my reactions and my emotions and my feelings to a certain extent doesn't mean that I don't feel like absolute garbage. Which is why I liked creating this one. It's, the sound is gone. But then there was, let's see, the I'm still a piece of garbage. This one. It is the sound. Okay. Yes. Okay, here we go. I will show you this one. because it's a good one. Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage. Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. The human condition is a very long and tremulous condition. I think I used that word correctly. Earlier point from 10 to 15 minutes ago, do the most good. Smile at a stranger. Or, here's a better, separate point that's also in the same realm. Do your best to be your best. I don't mean like, do your best to be your worst self. I mean, maybe don't bully people. Maybe don't, I don't know. Because I see it sometimes in other people's posts. Not as often as back then. 2018 was a wild fucking year, alright? But I still see it sometimes. Just the bullying. Oh god, Twitter X is so bad for it. Holy crap. My writing community friends on Twitter X, I'm so sorry. I've seen some of the hate and shit flung your way when you're just vibing on Twitter. Sorry, holy crap. Starting to have flashbacks, like it's from the war. Ugh. And I also am aware that sometimes it's not a human being at the other end of the screen screaming at us and being mean. Sometimes it's just a bot. And honestly, even if a bully is bullying you by stitching your video, I'm so glad I get to talk about this now. If a bully is stitching you or stitching your video and being mean, here's what you do. Instead of being like, oh, my feelings hurt, because they do. I know they do, because I feel that too. Here's what you do. AI is at it again. How funny. You're funny. And then cry about it offline. Where no one can see you. I'm kidding. You do you. Like, actually, you do you. Free will is an amazing thing. But, like, this is just what I would do. These are my opinions, my thoughts, my ideas. I'm not actually concrete on most of my ideas. Except this. Go be human. Whatever being human means to you. And I guess, if being a mean human is really the way, and we do kind of need that, because without tragedy, how would you know what a blessing is? Then fine. But do yourself a favor. And I'm speaking directly to bullies right now, so if you're not a bully, keep scrolling. Do yourself a favor if you like being mean and bullying people. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself, why do I like bringing hell upon people's day? You don't need to answer that here. Heck, you're probably not even here right now. I'm probably talking to nobody. Ask yourself why. Why does it bring you joy to see someone else miserable? And then work on that. Because the question, or the answer to that question, might be a really dark and horrible shadow self question. And that's the case. In the words of Citizen Soldier, here's some money, my friend, go and get some help. I don't have any money, actually. Yeah, a dust bunny just flew out of my pocket. But, Nah. Mm-mm. I'm not holding a seminar for bullies on how to not be bullies anymore. I could. Alright, seminar's in session. Just don't do it. Don't post the mean thing. There we go. Seminar over. Thank you for the $5 donation. Cute. Would you guys like to see some cats before we go? Cool. Well, you're going to. Oh yeah, you can also see the drywall work. I don't have a standard place that I put the camera yet. Maybe one day. But until then, you will have different angles of me and the cats. DJ. I know you can hear me. Your ears twitched. And that's my time. Ooh, it's 10:10. Make a wish. And also go watch The Adventures of Tintin. Anytime I see the words 10:10, I always think of Tintin, like The Adventures of Tintin. I'm really weird if you haven't figured that out by now. And if you haven't figured it out by now, welcome to the weird train. I hope you have a great day and a safe one. Get in touch if you want to be a guest on this podcast. Promote your work. I don't know, but as long as you keep existing and keep doing human things, that's all I ask. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving my time. Thank you for letting me teach, inspire, motivate, or at the very least, and probably the easiest, entertain you. I'm Mars Wilson. This was the Digital Quill Podcast. Keep going, humans of Earth, and I will see you for 79. Bye.